Congratulations.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the wonderful, wonderful world of Christmas. I'm happy you're here. I'm happy you're sharing your Saturday evening with me. We're going to do some fun stuff tonight, but first we need to flip some switches and do some dials. Unused Taco 77 in the chat. Hello, my friend. Well, it looks like Twitch chat is working. Let's test YouTube chat. Hello. From YouTube. Hello for YouTube, I guess is what I spelled. That one is not working. Why is that not working? Let's try. Select a live source. Hey, there's a live source. Activate. Nope. There we go. Let's try that again. Hello from YouTube. There we go. Hello from Kick. Give him the boot. Bam, bing, boodle. There we go. Hello from Rumble. I don't think that works. I try it every time. Nope. And that's the one that's problematic. Hello from X. Let's see if X is working today. Hello from X. Nope. I don't know why, but that's okay. How's the music level? So yeah, I have a system in place for cross chat, but it's a little wibbly wobbly, and honestly, the biggest roadblock is my computer's old, and running too many things at the same time is problematic, and it causes things to slow down. So I kind of got to pick and choose what I do. How are my audio levels? That's all the platforms. Let's bring it back around. I presume we're going to get that bot from Rumble. Music's good. Sometimes during streams there are individual songs that are a bit loud. Yeah, if it sounds good right now, then I can adjust manually. I think actually, you know what? Can I add? No, maybe I can add a magic mic normalization. Levels, automatic gain control. Let's try that. I don't know if it's going to do anything. We'll add some magic mic automatic gain control. What are we doing today? I'll tell you what we're doing today. We're doing some pow, bam. Music, perfect in timing. Oh yeah, baby. My mic. Let's see here. There we go. I'm gonna have to look towards the mic. Do I sound good if I'm this far away? Because I'm a little far away from my mic. We got 4 things. Yes, indeed, programs. We got 4 things. We got an 8-bit DOE mod kit for Le Super Nintendo controller. Smidge quiet. Let's just boost the mic a little bit while I'm away from it. There we go. That's a gross sound. You should go away. We got a Super Nintendo Controller 2 mod. Heck yeah. Brand new to me. Original Super Nintendo controller. Picked it up at the video game store today. We got a dish. Normally I use it for ketchup. Today, I'm using it for the kind of booze you're not supposed to drink because it will literally kill you. Don't put this stuff in your body, y'all. We're going to add a little bit to here after we bust the seal. And we're going to clean this controller up. We're going to disassemble it, take it apart. That's the same thing. We're going to clean it up. We're going to replace the circuit board and put it all back together. Because that's what heroes do. Screwdriver kit. I'm just going to leave this out. Is this Goemon? Gambare Goemon 3? Heck yeah. I recognize that little jingle. A little jingle jangle. Let's see what's in the box first. Instruction. Please handle it with care. We are not responsible for any damage caused in use. Alright, so Steppity 1, we're going to undo the screws. Steppity 2, we're going to take the PCB out, put it in the anti-static bag. Steppity 3, we're going to put the 8-bit circuit board into it with the button, put the screws back in, and then I'm sure this is like press start to bind to blah 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 or whatever. It's your dream that I follow you back? I think while I respect that, you need to get a better dream. I'm not that fancy, though. Also, I'm going to ban you because, we're just gonna do that. If you behave like a bot, you get treated like a bot. That's the rule of the Wild West. Goodbye. All right. Those are poor lifelong dreams are not allowed. That's right. Get better dreams. Come on. All right. What is in the box? Are you ready, Weeva? We got another screwdriver. Maybe this one will not break like our last one did. We have, ooh, is this the same kind of USB-C cable that I charge my NES controller with? If that's universal, I now have two of them, and I like that. Let me go check. I'm getting it. I'll be right back. Hold the phone. I'm nearly there. I'm coming. Hold on for me. Okay, we got it. Whew. Little Adford came out. There we go. Hey, look at that. It's the same one. Nice. Very nice. I approve. Thank you for at least standardizing on your own stuff, 8-bit. Alright, this is our little connector. Okay. And then we got the big anti-static bag, which I super appreciate, so it can fit the whole circuit board and cable of the other one into it. I've actually taken a Super Nintendo controller apart before. I used to, as a kid, take all of my controllers apart periodically and clean them. And it was like a really cool experience of like learning how they worked and everything. Like I literally remember these little circuit boards connected by wires. Very cool. We got the little wireless card. We got the there's the ribbon cable port. So the button will attach to that. This, I think, is for updating the firmware. I'm not sure what else it's used for. Maybe for like internal testing or something, but it's not exposed. All right, so let's put this back in here. And we'll put that over there. Let's scooch the box. You know what? Let's put these in the box. And we'll put the box over there. Heck yeah, that's a pro tip. Okay. Super Nintendo. Super Chicken Tendos. I don't recognize this song. Ushoji Wrestling. Interesting. Makes me want to play it. I haven't played a ton of Japanese Super Nintendo games, but I think I've pretty much played the entire Super Nintendo library. Hello, daughter. Oh no, we've got another alt with a very poor dream. Young real young. I don't know, man. You act like a bot, you're gonna get got. Premature idols. All right. What are you doing? Oh my goodness. I almost feel like you're a bot. Like what's going on there? We're just gonna leave Kick Chat open for a little bit. All right, let's get these screws out of here. How do you like the new hat? I'm wearing it specifically because it's Christmas season. Does the SNES controller use those weird Japanese industrial standard not Phillips head screws like the 3DS does? Are you talking about tri-wing screws that they're like Phillips, but instead of 4 slots, they have 3? Because no, they do not. They just use regular Phillips screws. I do have a couple tri-wing screws because the Switch Joy-Cons use tri-wing screws. And I did a Joy-Con stick replacement when I had really bad drift in a couple of them. Nope, but I like that these are just regular old Phillips screws. Huh. I've taken apart a couple of 3DSs before, and I don't remember having to use anything fancy. Outside of maybe a tri-wing, because I already have one. Hello, Anonymous Jedi! Welcome back! How are you doing? We're gonna add some cleaning solution to our ketchup dish. Put a little ketchup on here. Dang, I love the music in Kirby's Dream Course. It's so good. A little ketchup. You know what they say? To do to your enemies, you should clean them with ketchup. That's in 2nd Hezekiah 4:13 of the Bible. Clean your enemies with ketchup. Little known fact. And if you don't believe me, you should go to church tomorrow and ask a pastor if that's true. 100% tell you it's true. Clean your enemies with ketchup. One of the Beatitudes. This is a pretty grody controller. You know, the lady at the game store. Friend of mine. You know who you are. She was like, do you need me to like clean it? And I was like, nah, I'm gonna completely disassemble it and clean it. So We're getting original owner crud. But that's okay, because we're taking care of it. We're going to give this controller a brand new home. We're going to play some Super Nintendo games with it. Actually, if, I don't know, are either of you guys mods? I don't think I have any mods right now that I think about it. We should do a poll or something and take votes on what game I should test this controller with. Hey, look! Get better dreams! I'm gonna start calling you Young Fake. Goodbye. Marble Race? Are you talking about Marble Madness? Because I don't think Marble Madness is for the Super Nintendo. Super Mario World's a classic. I was also thinking Mario Kart. Mario Kart might be fun. Link to the Past would be a little bit too much, like, to get into it. You want to get in right away and be able to test all those buttons. Mario World would be good for that. Is the music a little loud? Some of these songs are a little, are mixed a little high. I can certainly turn them down a little bit. I'm also kind of far away from my mic. Is that better? Cool beans. If you're happy, I'm happy. Hey, is this Christmas music? This is! Risha de Iku 3, Merry Christmas! Exclamation point. From the Pack-In Video Sound Team. Nice. Sleep in heavenly peace indeed. Oh, we got a stinker. Some of these songs, they don't render right. Reminds me of last Christmas when my cousin found an old PS1 controller and we spent all day cleaning it and getting it to work. Ah, that's fun times. Fun times. And let's see. We got a little goob. I'm going to remove this goob mechanically, which means with a knife, we're going to do a little scrapey scrape. Sometimes when you get these little gouges, the gouges get dirt stuck inside of them, and you kind of got to scrape them out. Looks like we got a little bit of paint or nail polish as well. Mechanical Dirt Remover, that's the name of my my techno band. Industrial tech. There we go. And let's get the cleaning cloth and just give it a good wipe down. Where's my cleaning cloth? I don't see it, so we're going to grab paper towels instead. Thought I had it nearby. Got a big microfiber cloth, like an oversized one. I got a pair of glasses, and it came with, like, a bib-sized microfiber cloth. And it's just, like, really useful for, like, wiping off laptop screens or, like, other very large things. That might need a toothbrush to get that stuff off of the lettering. Alright, let's check the inside. These little edges here, off camera. Little edges here get the dirtiest. It's right where the two pieces of plastic join together. So Super Mario World, that's a good solid one. Good solid classic. What's another fun, obscure one that we could test playing a little bit? Ooh, I know. We could do some Tetris Attack. Tetris Attack is fun. I used to play the fool out of that game. We could do some Mega Man X. Solid. Jump right into it. Play around a little bit. Get right to the controls. Oh my. Alright, well. I wonder if Kick has... It's funny that Kick is the only platform right now that I'm having to kick someone constantly from. Let's see here. I wonder if Kick has like an emoji only. Ooh, Wild Guns. That sounds fun. Let's see. Strength movie, mod actions. We're gonna go subscribe. Oh, emotes only chat. There we go. F-Zero. Yes. This music feels loud. Alright, sorry about that. Kick, you're not being nice. This is why we can't have nice things. So you get emote only chat. And honestly, if this bot is able to convey the next message of like getting me to follow him, because like, but with just emotes, I'm gonna be really impressed, and I'll probably leave it on just out of respect. It's hard out there for AI bots. A lot of people don't like AI nowadays, and you know, if he's doing his best and he comes up with a creative solution, that's all right, you know. I'm trying their best. All right, bottom piece, clean. Top piece. There we go. All right, so we got our circuit board. Take off our membrane. Circuit board looks in good condition. She said she tested it pretty well. Oh, I'm sorry. Only P. Only P. Can I get some only P's in the chat? Only P. Only P. Only P. Only P. Only P's in the chat. Thank you for that, chat. That made my night. I appreciate that. All right, we're putting this one into the bag. I love that they give you a nice big bag that you can just stuff the whole cable into. Wow, goodness gracious, this is like a 8-foot cable. There we go. Okay. Now comes the... There you go. Nice. Oh, that's good. Alright, so we need to take this apart. So we have... Ooh, special membranes. Little LNR membranes. That was funny, that little blue was like right along with the music. You know what would be really fun? Would be to do one of these and then 3D print some replacement buttons and turn it in, and like spray paint the whole thing and turn it into a Picotron controller. Yep, that's the telltale grody-grodiness that I know and love. I do post to socials sometimes. I'm mostly active on X. sometimes I post to other socials. You know what? Staying on top of like a lot of different social platforms is really hard, and it takes a long amount of time. Like there's a lot of time that goes into that stuff, and ain't nobody got time for that. You know what would be great? You know what I was just thinking? Is if I got like 4 of these. Oh, snap. If I ever got 4 of these, we could play 4-player Bomberman. Oh, Super Bomberman, that game. I was obsessed with that game as a kid. Gamedev, hello! Welcome to the stream. We're putting together a Super Nintendo controller with the 8-bit DOE circuit board. And we're fighting away kickbots. We're kickboxing. They're really good. Well, I say they are. I haven't put this one together yet. I have the NES and the N64 one, but I couldn't find my Super Nintendo controller, so today I went out and bought one, and we're just doing it live. Yeah, so I grew up with the Super Nintendo. I actually grew up with the NES, and I grew up with the Super Nintendo in the house. But if I'm honest, like we rented a lot of games, but I really like fleshed out my knowledge of the Super Nintendo's game library through emulation. I got to play all the obscure RPGs and like all of that jazz. Cybernator would be fun to play. Dude, I want to make a Cybernator game. I actually have... Okay, so I really want, like, on my to-do list of games to make, I have this idea of a cross between... Hey, Sparkly Dark Matter, welcome to the chat. I have this idea for a game that's like a cross between Cybernator and Blaster Master. And hot dang, do I just really want to make it. But it's going to be a really complicated and ambitious title, and I really need to like finish some smaller games first, get a solid small games under my belt before jumping into something like that. How's the doggo game? I haven't touched it in a little bit. I haven't been doing Poochie Survivors offline. I've been doing some other game development stuff while I'm offline, and I've been saving Poochie Survivors for doing on stream. So not any more development since the last time I streamed it, but I have been working on some other stuff. If you hang out in my Discord or in the Lazy Devs Discord is where I actually post a lot of my stuff. Also, guys, I have a website. It's crappy, but you know what? The first is always the worst. That's what I say. And if you're interested in seeing my crappy website as I learn to code HTML, then we could put a link to that in the chat. I just wanted like a centralized place to host my games and carts and stuff, kind of like a little indie game portfolio page. But right now, the only thing that's in there is like I just wanted to make sure that I could actually, like the host would actually run my carts. So I just threw a couple carts on there just to see if it would work, and it did. But it's kind of grody and it's kind of simple. Yeah, it's tough. Is it the website on NecoWeb? It's the one on NeoCities. washburnello.neocities.org is the URL. And like I said, it's not pretty. and when I say it's not pretty, I mean it is very much not pretty. But you know, a blank canvas is like the hardest thing to work with. So you kind of gotta get something in place and put it there and then tweak it and then make it look nice from then on. I have 2 carts on there right now. I wanted to test putting up a Pico 8 cart and a Picotron cart, so I've got one of each. The Picotron cart is the current build of Booklet Maker, which is my Mario Maker / Mario Paint inspired booklet creation tool for Picotron carts, so you can have like an interactive booklet for your carts. So I have that on there. That's actually not been hosted anywhere on the internet, so that's like a premiere. And then the Pico 8 cart that I have on there is actually an unreleased... Ooh, what was that? Oh, little metal pull things come out. The Pico 8 cart I have up there is an unreleased version of Poochie Survivors for the Pico 8. So I originally did a Game Jam version and then added a bunch of stuff to it. And then I posted that on the Lexalawful BBS. But then I kept making stuff and adding stuff to it. I added a bunch of characters and a bunch of weapons and stuff like that. But game dev wise, or game design wise, it's really kind of lacking. I don't even remember if the end screen works at the moment. But so it's unreleased. It's like alpha level stuff. It's very experimental. But if you want to play the unreleased V2 of Poochie Survivors for Pico 8, that's on there. It'll have a bunch of content that's going to end up making it into Poochie Survivors 64 for the Picotron. So you'll get a sneak peek at the content that's coming on the Pico 8 or the Picotron version. Maybe I can get this better if I dip this and twist it. Dip and twist. It's the new astronaut ice cream. Hey, thanks for the follow, Sangi. Yeah, I'm hoping so. I'm kind of wanting to go for okay, I'm actually kind of torn, and so maybe we could poll the chat. You know what? Well, let me do this real quick. Let me go to... Where's my mouse? Mouse, where are you? There you are. Nope, where'd you go? Come back. Come back. http://washburnello. neocities.org, right? Let me test it first, just to make sure I'm not putting the wrong one there. Nope, that's the wrong one. NeoCity, maybe. neocity.org? Nope. What's the URL? Hold on. Please hold. Let me figure this out. NeoCities. Maybe it's because I did HTTP. I didn't do HTTPS. Anyway, this is the... There's the URL. Yeah, anyway, so let me poll the chat. Let me get your guys' opinions. I'm debating between making it like a 90s website theme, like in the style of a 90s website, or to make it styled like it's on Picotron, like if it was a Picotron website or web browser, because I just love Picotron so much. Goodness gracious, stop that. Go away. My wife's phone's on my charger and it's blowing up over there. Yeah, so 90s web style, or because there's a lot of 90s web style websites on NeoCities, and I like the aesthetic, and I think that's really cool, but kind of also want to have a Picotron style website, because it's kind of my jam. It's my jelly. Sometimes to remove a stain, you gotta be a little abrasive. You know what I'm saying? There we go. Sometimes you have to gently scrape things with a knife. La 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 la. Alright. Pieces, parts. What do we got here? +1 for the 90s web style. Bonus points if it's got some really low resolution GIFs. I mean, of course. We're just gonna stick these in the ketchup. We're gonna just dunk them in the ketchup for a little bit while we clean the membranes. Maybe I'll do both. Maybe I'll have like the Picotron cart gallery would be Picotron themed. I don't know. It's so hard to decide, you know? When you want to do all the things, but you only have so much time. Sometimes it's hard to pick and choose. These membranes look like they're in really good condition, which is surprising for a 60-year-old console, or however long how old these Super Nintendos are. How old is the Super Nintendo now? Didn't it come out in like the 90s, like late 90s? Mid 90s? Nintendo was 80s. 90s style with Picotron colors. Hey, now you're talking. 90s reimagined. If the Picotron was out in the 90s. Ooh, you know what I should do? I should like borrow from the Amiga aesthetic, because that's kind of like where Picotron gets some of its style from, or like, you know. It'll come together. Our music got very serious on us. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's what I hear. Uh-oh. Hey, that sounds awesome. What kind of editor? The Picotron palette is it's really good. I like it so much. I don't really do any custom colors, even though Picotron supports it. This is so nostalgic, cleaning a Super Nintendo controller, because it's like the last time I did this, I was like 10 or 11. It's taking me back. Uh-oh. I literally remember going through these little grooves around the L and R buttons. Man, what a great invention, L and R buttons. I remember watching, goodness, it was something on TV. Some lame news channel or something, and they were talking about the Nintendo, and the guy was holding the controller like this. And I was like, why is he holding the controller like this? And he's like, oh yeah, you're supposed to hold it like this with your fingers on top. And blah, blah. Like as a kid, we always held it like this. I mean, he was holding it like this. And I was like, that sounds like the stupidest thing in the world. But it makes sense if you've got L and R buttons in the future. Like, I think maybe like Nintendo used to do it like that or something. And, you know, then you're like, hey, you got buttons right there. Learning Emacs. Ooh. Surprisingly, it does not have Picotron Pico 8 palette. No, there you go. You're the one. All right. So that should just fit right. Oh, no. We gotta do it this side. And we're gonna remember that we have buttons to turn as well. Because yes, I totally did not forget that. Yeah, heck yeah. I've heard good things about Emacs. I messed with, I think, I remember opening Vim once and being like, I don't know how to close this, so I rebooted my computer. This was in the early days of me just living with Linux. So yeah, I'm kind of that guy. But I've heard that Emacs is like Vim, how it's like its own operating system, very customizable. Everyone who loves it, and people who don't take the time to understand it, hate it, sort of a thing. But I've heard it's pretty cool. I've heard you can do a lot with it. And yes, everything needs Picotron colors. Heck yeah, 100%. Y'all, next year, when Zep releases like the version where you can like export carts to Windows, and I don't mean like the operating system, I mean like how they can just run in a window on your OS. I'm gonna be making so many apps. Just like I'm just gonna like get rid of all of my everyday apps and just use like Picotron equivalents. I'm gonna have like a note-taking app. I'm gonna have like a to-do app. I'm gonna like make my own calculator and just use that. It's gonna be great. So fun. If I could like make Picotron my own main primary OS, I would do that. One of my big pie-in-the-sky goals in life is to write a book, and I would love to just like write it in Picotron. Have a cheap like a framework laptop or some sort of cheap Linux laptop that just boots into Picotron and just use it for writing on and doing stuff on and like making Picotron app. Like I would, oh man, I would love that so much. It'd be great. Hands up in the chat if you've never messed with Picotron before at all. You're seriously missing out if you've never messed with it. It's so good. Yeah, Unused Taco. We need to get you on Picotron. We need to remedy that. You need to come over to my house sometime. Or get in a Discord call. You and Isaac both. Vim's editor focused, but Emacs is like an OS. The new NeoVim is becoming an all-in-one system. Yeah, I've heard the Primogen talk about NeoVim. Currently loves the fool out of that, and I've heard good things about it. Still not at a personal place where I would probably get into that. But you know, if Windows, like if Microsoft continues to be dumb and Apple continues to be dumb, then I'm probably going to end up moving to Linux of some flavor. And then I'll just use Picotron. Sometimes these little screws get corroded because sweat gets down in there. You know, you play a game, you get passionate, you get a sweaty controller, and then it like builds up this little layer of corrosion on the top, and sometimes alcohol will wipe it off okay, but other times you got it. No, it's actually not that bad. But if you hit it with a little bit of sandpaper, it just takes the edge off of it. Because it's not a lot. It's just abrasive. so it'll rip through paper towels and stuff like that. All right, we're in the home stretch. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Throw you in the trash. Take a sippy sip break. Woo! Yum, 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 yum. All right, buttons. These ones are easy because the orientation actually fits, like they're keyed. And they will only fit in one, like that one is not going to fit in there. They color them too, don't they? Purple. Oh, that's funny. They have both the Japanese and the US ones. So the purple ones are down here, and the lavender ones are up here. But then it's also got the green, blue, red, and yellow for the Japanese and the European ones. So purple is going to be down here. That's probably this one. And then there. And then lavender. And lavender. And then we can put the posts in. And there. And there. And then membranes. The D-pad's looking good. And they always have these little anchors. You slide them around to get them to fit. This kit's pretty cheap if you're interested in doing one of these yourself. The controller itself, I got it at the game store, is like 11 bucks. And why is that not going all the way down? Was it supposed to connect to this one? Ah, it is supposed to connect to this one. Yeah, the controller was like 11 bucks, and then the kit was like 20, I think. It was pretty reasonable. So like a Bluetooth original NES Super NES controller for like 30 bucks. Not too shabby. Oh, they should have put these on the N64 so that it holds those things in place. That's so much nicer. I struggled with that N64. Wait, is this the right one? This is the R button, and oh yeah, it is the R button. It's right there. R, me matey. L, me matey. Oh, hold on, here we go. R, me matey. Alright, then to start and select, I like that they make these symmetrical so you can just like slap them in there. And that's kind of it. Now we need the carbon pads to touch these carbon pads. And we need to make sure that these little sockets, or these little circuit boards fit in place. It's going to slide down like that. And down like that. Come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. And I imagine the top shell will hold that in place. Oopsie doopsel. I didn't put on the ribbon cable. Let's get the ribbon. We have instruction. And lift the thing up. It's like this. Boink. should just fit right in there. Alright. This one's a whole lot easier to put in place. Good gravy. The NES one, I had to like bend it and twist it around to the side and stuff just to get it to fit in the right spot. This one's just like, boop, right there. I guess it's okay that there's like a little bit of a wobble there. Alright, let's clamp her down. Oh, those little metal posts from the L and R buttons, you gotta line those up. And these circuit boards are popping out. Stay in there. There we go. This controller would probably also be fun to use for a Metroidvania, something like Hollow Knight. It doesn't require more than the NES has. Yeah, I mean, you could play the ultimate Metroidvania, which is Super Metroid with this thing. Fancy that! What a crazy world of coincidence. Yeah, you'd have to make sure that that it doesn't use bumpers and triggers. That's where it would kind of get you. Most Metroidvanias, a lot of them would use bumpers and triggers. Bumpers and triggers also sounds like a great name for like an indie game. You know? What kind of a game would be bumpers and triggers? I wonder if they make a system that will like essentially do like a clear coat or like like the equivalent of electroplating, but on plastic. I'd love to like paint this thing and clear coat it. But you know, with paint, if you do it too much, it like messes with. Like it'll add thickness. And that's why you normally do plastic stuff in, you know, injection mold it with the colored plastic. Hey, look at that! We got a beepy beep. Oh, that's a bummer. I'm sure you can get button kits for GameCube controllers. They're pretty popular. 8BitDo actually also has a kit like this for GameCube controllers. And that's one that I'd still like to get. All right, we're gonna move. We're gonna swippy swap. We're gonna zip zap zoodle. Oh, it went to sleep. Hold on. Let's see if my computer does not dump all over itself this time. And we should have Steam. Do we have... Yay! There we go. Nice. Oh, nice. Oh, like the round purple one that likes to like let you hook that to your device, and then your GameCube controller connects to that. Because they also make like a circuit, like a replacement circuit board for the GameCube controllers. All right, so let's go to settings, Bluetooth, and let's read the instructions. What does it say here? Press start and Y to turn on the controller. LED will blink 4 times. Oh, that's for the Switch. Which one do we want to do? Switch, Android, Windows. I don't remember. Let's do Windows, which is start plus X. So we're going to go start and X. And it says it'll blink twice per cycle. Press and hold select for 3 seconds to enter pairing mode. 1, 2, 3. All right, now it's pairing, doing a whole bunch. And then it should show up. And it is 8-bit to SN30 mod kit. And we have movement. Let's see if I press A. Okay, so it's backwards. So let's go home. Press B to go into it. Controller B, we're going to use Nintendo layout. And we're going to use universal face buttons. Begin test A. All right, so we got up, down. Ooh, it emulates the analog stick, not the D-pad. That's interesting. Probably better compatibility, if I'm being honest. And then A, B, X, Y. A, B, X, Y. Look at that! It is alive indeed. Hold down to exit. And we're going to... What did I name the other ones? N64 controller. Yeah, let's name this. Why does it say NES? Hold on a second. My stuff is in the way and I can't see the full screen. What application is that? That lets me see this. You know what? I'm just going to turn this off for a quick second. We're going to go boop and boop. All right. We're going to do caps lock SNES space. Oh, this feels really good. Okay. We're back. Let's try it out. Emulation Station can be a little fiddly with these because we don't have a home button. And it's like if I reverse the A and B on this, it might not respect that, so I might need to tinker with it. That's what we're doing. We're tinkering with it. So let's go to Emulation Station. Let's actually turn the music down. Why is the SNES music so loud? I'm so sorry. This thing is peaking. Was that SNES music like crazy loud? I turned off the magic mic gain. I'm going to delete that because that was like crazy loud. I'm so sorry. All right. It became loud. That's weird. I wonder if it was like trying to auto level stuff. Why are we not getting sound? All right, I'm gonna stop this music for a second. Okay, we are getting sound. We're getting a little tick, tick, tick. Can you hear that? Tick, 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 tick. What are you looking for? It's on the charger here. You left it on the couch, turned on its side at a video. All right, let's see here. Scooper Nintendo. Oh, Lufia and Lufia 2. Really good JRPGs. If you've never played it, play them. They're good. All right, which one are we doing first? Are we doing Super Mario World first? Actually, let's go back in here. How's the audio level for this device here? Feels a little loud to me. Testing 1, 2, yeah. I'm gonna bring it down just a little bit. All right, let's try Super Mario. There's a lot of games for the Super Nintendo. Goodness gracious, how many games are there? There's a lot of games for the Super Nintendo that begin with Super. Honestly, when it comes to Super Mario World, I really prefer Yoshi's Island. Super Mario World 2. It's such a good game. Doo-doo. One-player game. Got him in the spin. Did we just... Oh. Why is our sound being weird? Boo, 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 boo. To the P-switch. Let's get up to the first... okay, it is reversing my buttons. Okay. Let's fix this real quick. We're going to go to Settings. We're going to go to Controller. We're going to turn off Nintendo Layout. And we're going to go to Test. And then we're going to select... Where is it? Tap on the screen. There it is. All right, press A. We're going to rebind A. But we're going to reverse it. So we're going to go A, B, X, Y. We're going to skip, left, right, up, down, skip, L, skip, R, skip, select start, skip, and skip. All right, so now I have Nintendo layout buttons, but I'm not using this thing here. And we're using universal glyphs, so that doesn't matter. So now if I unpause, it's still backwards. Why is it still backwards? Maybe it's still backwards because I do need to turn on the Nintendo glyphs thing. Controller. No, because that's going to swap it out here. What did I do? I don't want to rebind stuff here. Let's move you out of the way for a second. Let's exit this game. Yes, that's fine. Let's try it again. Maybe it matters what it detects when you bring it in. Pressing A works okay here. Should have made that a favorite. Super Mario. Oh, All Stars. Good game. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, no, it's still backwards. That's so weird. I got one of those too, and I hacked it, and it's really fun. You should play it. It's good stuff. This actually controller, you can get a like a little dongle that goes to your that plugs into the SNES Mini, and it works with that. They actually make 2 mod kits for these Super Nintendo controllers. One that works with the original NES, which is what this is, but then also one that fits and replaces the NES or the SNES Classic. Why is... See, that's supposed to be A that does the spin jump, and this is supposed to jump. I don't remember having to go into core. Oh, see, now this respects A. Controls. Manage remap files. Hold on. Wait. This camera's getting in my way. Okay. Ta-da. SNES joypad. I mean, I guess I've just got the one for now. So that should be A, and that should be B, and that should be X, and that should be Y. And then save the remap file. Save core remap file. I have some issues with this thing actually saving stuff. Like, for example, I should go back in here and then go to shaders like a hater. Slang NTSC. This is going to look so good. I love the NTSC filter. Composite and scan lines, y'all. Heck to the yizzle. Oh, man. It looks so authentic. It looks so good. All right, well, we'll just do it right there. That little flicker. Oof. I'm on a bit of a delay here because I'm just watching the video output. I'm not watching the raw footage. So if I it feels like I'm playing drunk or something. Feels good though. Get out of here. Oh, that's right. It's this one. Boink, boink, boo, 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 ba-doo-doo, boo. Give me that dinosaur coin. Pew, pew, pew. Stereoscopic sound. The pew, pew, pews in one ear and then the other. Be still, my beating heart. Boink. I love the turtle throwing mechanics in this game. They're really great. Did I say turtle? I meant like shell. the shell throwing mechanics. Goodness gracious, I sound like a boomer. Look at all the turtles. How about Koopas? Get out of here. Charge and chuck. Missed it by a billion miles. By a bazillion, bagillion, bajillion miles. Beep. Gotta get that P-switch, baby! Maybe I should add an overworld to Poochie Survivors. What do you think? Because lives matter in Mario games. Oh, don't tempt me, Onions Taco. Especially if it was like a Mario and Luigi style RPG where it's like two pooches and button A controls one, button B controls the other. Oh man, could you imagine? Could you imagine this comment right here, guys? This comment's playing with my heart. Oh man, that'd be so rad. This game's got some juicy sound effects. Let's get us a Yoshi. I wanna say Yoshi. Beep. Beep. Who's texting me? Hold on a second, someone's texting me. The middle of the stream. Oh. I thought it was important. It was not. Bam! Yoshi's feet just crushes him. Charge and chuck. There you is. I don't even need you. Get out of here. Everybody knows that Yoshis grow up from 1-up mushrooms. Oops, you do little... This game's just muscle memory. Oh, the pink berry that nobody cares about. Boink. And boink. Don't care. 20 stars. Good enough for me. Good enough. This thing feels so light. Like it's... So one of the things that like I also noticed about the NES controller is when you put these mod kits together, I'm used to there being like a weight from the cable on the back and like something pulling it down. And it's almost like there's like a wedge shape to the controller because it's supposed to be like heavier in the back, and now it just kind of feels odd. But it feels good. I like it. But I think I'm gonna need to like get used to it a little bit. That's what I'm saying. Do. Another baby Yoshi. Wow. Boodle-doo. Everyone knows Blue Yoshi's best. Didn't get enough coins. Lame. And I'm just going to skip that hidden pipe back there. I forgot which RPG it is, honestly. It may just be a general RPG trope, but it would be cool to start with one pooch and then collect the others from the big bad evil folks. And then have a party you can switch out and manage. SNES controller Unbound edition. That's right, we are no longer chained. Yeah, most RPGs start with like your character. Oh no, I don't care about dinosaur ones anymore. We're just powering through. I think we can. Oh! Can we go in here? No? Yeah, we can. It's all. Oh yeah, this is the demo, the demo that you would see at the Toys R Us kiosk. This little part right here. If you get close, you can go blub blump blub blump. So you can go bloop bloop. But if you go blub bloop bloop, oh, we got 3 on that one. Nice. Yeah, Blue Yoshi's flying, Yoshi. Hundo%. Give me that Storf. Killing the spiky balls. Give me a 1-up. Oh, I didn't get the 1-up. Yellow Yoshi. What are you, some ground pound aficionado? Get out of here. Ground pound is so much less useful than flying. Literal heresy. Bye-bye, Yosh. So there's a fun 1-up trick that you can do here. Every time you hit one of these guys, it counts as a jump. So if you can stay up in the air, bam, you can't get him. If you wait for him, boop. Oh. Boop, boop. It counts as consecutive jumps, so you can just wait for him to come around. You just think they're neat? Oh, goodness gracious, I am beefing this. I was doing so good. I wonder if that fire flower's back there still. Wouldn't that be a wonderful Christmas miracle? Nope. Lame. No Christmas miracle today. But we're just getting all the 1-ups because we know how important 1-ups are to a healthy life. There you are. I thought there was a red one there. Swizzle. At least we got that. Oh, and here comes the crushers. Boom. I like how they're like smushed up at the end. Boom. Brr, brr. Heck yeah. We got it back. I mean, I wouldn't say it's easy. I'm just good at it, you know. All right, and then we'll get him to one edge, and then only shoot him when he's on the downside. Boom. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, we got the slide at the cutscene. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of ways to get easy 1-ups in this game. It's fun stuff. I haven't played all the way through. Oh, I love these things. These are so fun. Thank you. Boom. And I love how like the story changes as they go. I like the one where the Mario pounds the thing, and it goes all the way up the fuse, and it goes poop, and then he walks over to it, and it goes boom and blows up in his face. It's simple. I'm a simple man. I enjoy simple things. We're off the plateau in Breath of the Wild, guys. We're in actual donut plains now. All right, so let's quit out of here. Start and select, backs out. That's nice and fun. Let's see. Let's do a little bit of Super Metroid. How's that? We'll do some Super de Metros in honor of Metroid Prime 4 being out and being kind of mixed reviews. Good job flubbing that one, Nintendo. I love Super Metroid. This is the game that taught me about skeleton maps. If you've watched me do Poochie Survivors map stuff with like collision and whatnot, it uses a skeleton map the same way that Super Metroid uses a skeleton map. Woo, woo, woo. Ooh, fancy. It's been a long time since I've completed Super Mario World. The last Metroid. This is it.
Is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
Doesn't it sound like he says peace? The galaxy is at peace. I forgot there was a big intro. We were trying to not do intros. Let's actually do another game. I love that game so much, but I won't want to jump into something. Oh, Yoshi's Island. Oh, I love it so much. Let's run a thing of Mario Kart real quick. Nintendo. Sorry, that's Tetris Attack. Push B. Go with Koopa, my boy. My boy. I did Flower Cup the other day. Mushroom Cup. Let's try Flower Cup. Le Power Cup. Chocolate. Chocolate, chocolate. Oh, I'm so ready to make F12 too. My racing game that's supposed to be like this. Oh, I'm not good. This game is not as forgiving with the control lags from me playing this on the stream. Hop. Hop. Ooh. Peeling out. This is why we choose 50cc, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. Do do. Bam, pick a bam, pick a beep beep beep. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I'm sorry. We're gonna wow. Pro strats. Oh, I forgot how I turned on the rear view mirror. Oh, it's Y. Do 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 do. Bump-a-doo-doo. This is what I was trying to say programmers. This is what programmers play like. Wow. I'm not even trying to drift. Ooh, that's a sploopy mud sound. Did you hear that? It's like, that's awful. I keep not meaning to hit that. Listen to it. Still came in first. Heck to the yizzle. But that's how it's done. Get out of here. This is Super Nintendo. Only 50cc. And I'm playing with like a half-second lag. Because so the capture card that I'm using is an Elgato 60. Oh, it's right here actually. You can see a little bit. It's a HD 60S Plus. Captures at 1080p, 60 frames per second, but it has like a little HDMI out that you could pass through to go to an actual screen. And I don't have a secondary screen to hook that to. So I have to look at it like I'm looking at it up here. And the delay is quite horrible. I'm actually surprised that I did that well on Mario World. Because it's not great. I'm going to fall off of this a lot, I can just tell you now. Also, I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart 64, and the sliding in that and in this, like the sliding in this is way more flighty. But 50cc It's like as long as you don't hit walls, you don't have to power slide around stuff. You don't really have to use items. As long as you stay on target, you'll be all right. Oh, I hear you. Your little star. And plus the NPCs in this game cheat like crazy dragons. You know what I'm talking about. They all have their own items, and they don't even like simulate actually driving. They just like stay on this little course in the middle, and they're kind of like riding on rails, and it's, yeah. They cheat like everything. We got a couple little, nope. We got a couple, oh, nope. All right, I was like, hey, look, we're doing good. Yeah, good old Luigi who has infinite stars. Get out of here with your stupid face. Ugh, gross. Second place. Mode 7's awesome. I love Mode 7. That's why I want to do F12 like this. I want to make like a little kart racer like this. But I need to figure out the math. Actually, you know what? Christian, Lazy Devs, he did a video recently that has like a rotating star grid. And I was going to see if I could pull that code and like learn from it and use it to make a like a rotating flat polygon. And then if I could figure out how to get that and rotate it around, then I can like do like the full screen thing, like on this. Damn. Oh, still didn't get the boost. You got to be really early in this game to get the boost, from what I remember. This game's got the best music, though. We're listening to this in the car. This and Kirby's Dream Course. Oh, Kirby's Dream Course would be a fun game to play on here. I mean, Super Nintendo games in general. All right, well, I think that this is a success. The controller is pulling together. It's making me happy haps. Why did I cut back like that? Gonna hit myself with my own turtle shell. Just know it. Why am I calling them turtle shells? Like, I used to be adamantly, vehemently angry about that kind of stuff when I was younger. Why am I calling them turtle shells? They're Koopa shells. Young me would be disappointed in my driving abilities. Oh, get out of here, Monty Mole. Awesome. Awesome. All right, I gotta lock in for this last lap. Lock in! Front of the Monty Mole. Get out of here. Lock in. This is me locking in. Do I have to jump? How do I do to get you off? Get out of here. You know, we're just gonna drive in the grass. Because apparently it doesn't matter. CPU's just gonna do what the CPU does. I was trying to do N64 drifting where you like drift in and then drift back out. It doesn't work like that. No, no, no! Okay. Oh, wait, this is the last lap. Dang it. Oh, man. I was locked in, too. I can't be locked in 2 laps in a row. I burn all of my Loctite. Come on. Ooh, that's a wide... That's wide... Yeah. All right. Oh, that's a bummer. I've heard that's a good game. I've never played it. That's GameCube, right? We're still with number 1. It's not completely dishonorable that I got 2nd place in a 50cc. Do-do-do-ba-do-boo! Oh, whiffed that one. Pressed the wrong button. Oof, 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 oof! Oh no, I went the wrong way! I'm sorry. Wow. And he took my money. Alright, this is it. Go for the gold. Go for the gold. Get that Bowser. No! No! I want to make so many excuses. Don't go that way. We learned our lessons. We're like Tony Stark. We learn from our mistakes. Oh, good gravy. Wow. All right, you know what this means? We could be the comeback kid. Nope, we're not being the comeback kid. We are not the comeback kid. What? Come on. This is not right. All right, should we go for that stupid shortcut and then use the... I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. What do we have to lose? No. Bring me forward. Yes. Sweet, we moved up 3 places. That was worth it. That was completely worth it. 4th. Come on. No. No. We could have got 3rd. Oh wait, this is the last lap. Oh, it's time to lock in. Oh, if you hit that mushroom, I swear. All right, we're locking in. I'm thoroughly locked. We have a mushroom. Okay, we can't take the shortcut. Ah, why am I so drifty there? Drift or no drifting? Okay, okay. We got a good thing. We got a good thing going. If we can get rid of Peach. Come on, Peach. Yoshi was way too far. Oh, wait! I thought that was the last lap! This game has 4 laps? Oh, all right, we're in 2nd. We can do this. We can come back. We have a mushroom, too. Oh, don't you oh. All right, we're gonna turn to the right. We're gonna mushroom. We're gonna get in front of him. We're gonna blow his socks off. How did I hit the wall? Dang it. Oh. I hit the wall, guys. I hit the wall. You know, sometimes when you're 40 years old and you're taking Super Nintendo controllers and modding them to work on emulators, people might say that you've hit the wall. Like that's a thing that 40-year-olds do, right? Don't throw your new controller. It'll go across the room, that's for sure, if I do. It appears I am locked out. Oh man, P's in the chat, y'all. P's in the chat. Did we still come in first? Oh, we tied. Look at that. At least Luigi doesn't get the satisfaction. Oh wait, there's one more? We can still bring it home. I thought that was it. I thought surely Bowser's Castle would be the last one. And remember, there's 4. There's 4 laps. Man, I ran over that oil slick and it didn't do anything. Whoa. Get out of here. I know this course. There's the zipper. That's what they call him in Donkey Kong. Diddy Kong Racing. Now you gotta be careful about the bananas, because if you put them in a spot that you normally drive over, you're gonna hit it next time. And the AI likes to stick to their little middle of the road rail. So if you can get it in the middle, then you can hit them. Wow. Hey, you got the zipper. Nice. Boost! Do coins give you residual speed in this game like they do in, like, the newer Mario Kart games? Oh, that was a good one. Oh, I did the N64 thing again. Yeah, I got the boost. Hit the wall, though. I foresee that happening at the last minute. Oh, yeah, I got that one. Why am I good at that turn and that alone? Oh, no, this is awful. This is awful. Awful, awful, awful sauce. Get out of here with your star. Whoa, that one just sailed clean out of the whole map. That sucks. I wanted that to bounce back and hit the guy behind me. So I don't think this one shoots turtle shells. This doesn't shoot Koopa shells behind you. It like drops them like bananas. Luigi, you better get your face out of my face. No, no! Oh, no. No, P does not stand for possibility today. P stands for... Oh, man. I'm gonna get second place. Dang old dang Luigi. Well, you get what you get, and you have no regrets, right? The first is the worst. This is the very first time I ever played Super Mario Kart. Ha ha ha. Yak yak yak. Very funny joke. Beep beep beep. And then I'm going to stop there so it saves state so I can remember my disappointment in the future. Awesome! Well, sweet. I consider this an absolute success. Let's go ahead and turn our music back on. And let's do something else. What should we, what are we feeling? You know what? Let's do I'm going to do a quick bathroom break. And then I think I'm going to come back and I'm going to do some Picotron development tonight. I think that's what I want to do. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, that wasn't me leaving. That was me thinking if that's what I actually wanted to do. Yep, I'll be right back. I'm going to do some Picotron. Potty, break, and then Picotron. All right, we are back. Bladder empty, heart full. That's what they say in Africa. That's actually not what they say. They say belly full, heart glad. All right, sweet, sweet swizzle sticks. Let's do some things. What do we want to work on? Let's go to our work in progress carts. Oh, you know what? I wonder if, will this thing detect my... Oh, no, it's not. It doesn't go through USB. I have to, like, pair it with Bluetooth. Best viewers. I already have the best viewers. Get out of here. I don't need you. I got the best viewers in the world. So this is the latest thing I was working on. I don't think we're going to work on this tonight. I think I'm going to work on Poochie Survivors. But let me actually turn the mic volume back down. This is my Picotron gamepad or game controller tester thing. I'm working on a new version of it that lets you actually, it treats it like a little console. So you can have carts and apps that like actually run in this. So it responds to the Picotron buttons. Like I have a controller here. But then you can like hit the switch and like turn it on. And then I have like a little app here. It's going to have like a little boot logo eventually, but I haven't done that yet. But then this like, you know, this is reading the inputs from not just the controller, which is easy to do in Picotron, but from down here. So like beep, 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 beep. But see, if you click these, because these are actually buttons that you can click, and you can actually grab, wow, wee wowie zowie. What? Isn't that neat? I think it's neat. And then I'm going to have multiples. So I've got this one, and then I've also got the Gamepad Tester SP. And this one just has like, or the, sorry, not the Gamepad Tester SP. This is a Pico 8 Pocket. And yeah, so I've got the SP. It's supposed to fold. The folding stuff doesn't work right now. That's like the next thing I need to work on. But if we go to load cartridge, I am a bit of a rapper actually. But if we go to here, so I've got like the Pico 8 Pocket. This is the Picotron SP, and there's like the top of it. I'm gonna be making the Picon and the Picon Pro. So I'm just gonna have like controllers for those that you can slap in there, just for testing controller stuff out. And then here, I'm actually gonna make a Picotron DS. I haven't finished the cover yet. I've got like the screen and the front. And so right now, okay, so let me nerd out about this a second. So this thing here actually is its own LCD screen. It's like it's a 2D user data, and the app carts, I'm just calling them apps, write to the user data that's here. It like they don't technically draw to the screen. They technically draw to the LCD buffer here, and then the gamepad shell draws the LCD, like whatever is on the LCD, it just like bloop, drops it down, like blitz it to the screen. Actually, I don't think it uses blit, but it should eventually. Yeah. So with the DS one, it'll actually have like two screens that you can draw to, which I think is going to be super fun. And I'm planning on making like little tester apps, you know, like ones that'll show feedback or like the things for the buttons, but also like maybe like a little Tamagotchi game or maybe like a little, you know, something or other. But anyway, that's a thing that I'm tinkering on. Let's go to Poochie Survivors. Where were we? That's right. We did work on getting the lib, our library, working. So that's cool that we already have that going. Let's take a look at our design doc. Vanilla Plus version of Poochie Survivors for Pico 8. Vampire Survivors, Poochie Survivors. This game is quick to get into, fun with friends. That's right, we're doing multiplayer. This game is not the best Vampire Survivors like ever, and written with DLC and expansions. Original Pooches, original stages, original weapons, multiplayer, bark powers, collar passives, and save slots. We also are going to do weapon fusions and pickups and destructibles this time, so that's fun. We haven't deferred anything yet. Left stick, right stick, not doing anything. We're only using this for the bark right now. Vampire Survivors likes don't use a ton of buttons. Let's see. I had a thing down here at the bottom. That's idea scratch list. You know what, actually? Don't worry about it. Actually, yeah. I'm going to... Yeah, never mind. Don't worry about it. All right, door collision. Level start scene and the gameplay scenes. So it looks like we're working on scene switcher stuff. Let's see where we're at. So we worked on tile collision. Tile collision is still working. And we did get the skeleton map tile stuff figured out. So we want to do a collide with the door to leave and scene transitions. Did we do scene transitions here at the beginning? That's all stuff that needs to go. Yeah, let's start on the home scene. Whipped into shape. Okay, so the scene switcher is working. All right, we just need to hook that into an action that's tile-based. So let's go here. And let's refamiliarize ourselves. Let's see, splash. This is our scenes. We have init the home scene, date home scene, draw home scene. There's the ready scene. This is going to be a little date ready, draw ready, gameplay, game over, settings. Okay. So what is the splash scene? That's the very beginning. Okay. Splash scene. Okay, so this is in its separate file because it's like the splash scene that I should use for like other carts and stuff too. Okay. So we're gonna, I think this still works, right? Even when we go to the smaller resolution. Oops. Good enough. Yeah, okay. All right, so I'm going to get rid of the splash scene. We're just going to close that, save some space. This song is very long. What? Why is it just playing the one song? Weird. Hey. There we go. Do 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 do. All right, so if we want to walk on a tile, break your brother's back. No, if we want to walk on, I need to open up OK Pal to get my color stuff working. There we go. We have warp tiles here. So this one, we were working on collision. So flag 1 collides. I don't know what a T was test. This was going to be like a door to like leave somewhere. And then this was testing different flags. So let's do this one. And let's make, nope, not that. Let's use flag 2. And let's go to this map. And let's go to the event layer. Up there should be good. I shouldn't have to put it down here. Okay. Now, where do we do the collisions? Let's see. So we have the scene switcher. Do we do them in dog? Let's go. I see check collisions, self-tile check collisions. So we might be doing it in here. Dog, new properties, spawn a dog, init the dog, update. Oh, because we're using the universal actor stuff from the library folder. So let's go to the root and docs and lib and actor. What are we doing in our actor stuff? We're doing last X, last Y, updating hitboxes and checking collisions. What is up with this stinking music? We're getting some stinkers. So there's the hitboxes. Check collisions. Table of tiles under hitbox. Flag 1 is a wall. Simple flag collide. Self.tiles flag. So we want to do this. And the simple flag collide is in the actor class. Okay, so we need to keep that up. But I don't want, but that's the universal one just for like tile collisions. So let's do, so it does that there, it does the actor. Is that in the pre-update hitbox? Pre-update does X and Y, nothing in update. Post-update does hitbox hitbox in the post update? I guess that makes sense because we'll have to like do our update stuff that moves our character around. And then we need to update the hitbox with the new positions. And then we can check the collisions against the new hitbox position. So that makes sense. And now this music is just way too quiet. I need to get some better music that's like normalized. All right, back on task. Stay on target. All right, so we're doing our pre-update. So we're getting our last X, last Y. There's nothing in that currently. Then we're grabbing our normalized movement. We're flipping animation stuff. Flip Y? We're not... Yeah, we're not flipping for that. Applying movement to X. So we calculate our movement and then we apply it. Health regeneration, we're not worrying about that stuff. That's gameplay stuff. We're going to get that later. Then we check for enemy collisions. And then we can't see. And then that one's really loud. I remember having better success with the Game Boy Advance games. Let's try the Game Boy Advance. Maybe those are a bit more normalized. All right, then we update the map, but we're not doing that anymore because that's handled with a different thing now. And then we can do our barks, and then we do our post-update stuff, which is updating our hitbox. And then that's going to check for tile collisions as well. And then we're checking for tile collisions again. So in the post-update, it's updating our hitbox and checking tile collisions, and then we're checking tile collisions again, which we don't need to do. But is this supposed to be like a we check our dog check tile collisions? I think that is what it is. Okay. So this is actor tile collisions, and then this is self check tile collisions. So this is doggy stuff. All right. And then if we come down here to our check tile collisions, protect against missing tables. Okay. I don't know what that is. If table tiles underscore x tx or tiles underscore ty, then we return. Okay. Oh, because this is checking for tile collisions. Yeah. And so if the when it checks for tiles, it dumps them into a table, and then we can cycle through that table. So over here, when we check collisions, if self.tile collision, then we get tables of tiles under the hitbox. And we dump that into tile TX and tile TY. And then we can use those later. Yeah. So let's get rid of this. and we're going to move that into here. So if the mask is... Oh. If the mask is 128, so we have 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. So that's 1, 2. So if we do mask 2, then this should mean we can't walk up here, which is correct. But instead of doing those as the commands, let's do... We should be able to collapse this into one if statement, because we're checking... We don't need to check both of them, because we're going to be walking into the tile. So let's just check tiles X. Flag mask. We'll make this a proper if statement. They are working when they're in dog. We just tested it. Let's do... Do we not have a sound effects one yet? No, we don't. Okay. Sound effects 0. We'll go. There we go. Yep, that's working. All right. So we want to scene transition. When we step on that tile, we want to do a scene transition. Where is our scene transition logic? Init scene. So if we do init splash scene, that should take us back to the splash screen. And then it should fade. And then if we do it again. Cool. Something that we need to add. We need to... we actually have door collision working now. We should add some scene transition effects. All right, so in our scenes, then we have the ready scene. What is this going to do? All right, so it's looking for stuff. So we don't need to init this or particles, although I know what that's doing. This is channel dots. We're going to make a new particle system. Let's see if we can get further. Draw dog. Draw particles. We got past that. We got to draw a dog. Okay. We got through here too. Okay. We're not drawing the dog with the draw dog function anymore. We're doing... where's our draws? Draw actors draw. There we go. Do bark. That's now done in the dog function, I believe. Attempt to index a nil value local 4 compound. Oh. Because, yes, because this is moving the dog to the right. This is going to be... do we have a dogs table? Dog. Dog. 1. I'm really not happy with the music tonight. I think I'm just going to pick a game. Let's listen to Advance Wars. That way we can keep the levels right. Alright, so we are in our update function. Update ready scene, animate dog. Yeah, we're animating our dog normally now. Okay. Both the dogs are there. Enjoy your 5-minute walk. Stat 57 is... if stat 57 is not true... what is stat 57? "57, true when music is playing." Okay. Do we have one for that in here? Stat. I presume it's inherited that one, but I don't know. We don't have any music playing though. So let's use something else. We'll say if dog 1 dot x is greater than screen width, Attempt to compare a number with a nil. Oh. Type the right one in. Okay. Is it not screen W? Is it screen width? Am I forgetting my own globals? No, it's screen W. Maybe... Oh, we're not doing this. We're doing init. We're using the wrong thing here. Collision. Init ready scene. But this is going to be not the ready scene, gameplay scene. That's what it's called. Actually, let's do home scene. That's what it's called, right? Yeah. And sure, we can clear parts out. And then it should go boop, back to home. Nice. And boop, back to home. Boop. What happens if another player does it? Where is my other controller? Come on. Player 2 has joined the chat. Okay, that's kind of what I thought I was going to do. Well, we should probably... Because if we're going to do multiplayer, if we want to walk into a room, multiple players should be like on the tile. You know? So what if we tweak this a little bit? What if we move this down here and add some collision up here? So now when you touch it, where's my hitboxes? There we go. Oh, that's right. They're not right. So we get a couple pixels. Yeah, okay. And then for our collision, instead of just firing this off, we'll say self dot warp ready equals true. Let's go ahead and add this to our table. Yeah, let's make a new section for it. We'll call it warp ready equals false. What else do we need? We need a little sprite. We'll say warp n equals what? These are tiles. These are dogs. These are enemies. Yeah, we'll put it here. Let's do, what would be a cool ready signal, a ready icon? Like an exclamation point? Or, let's see. I think we could just do an exclamation point. It's kind of boring. White's not going to show up good. Yeah, we'll just do that for now. Do an outline of a dog barking. With what? Oh, yeah. Maybe. I don't know what you mean. This is sprite 39. No, graphics 439. So that's 256 times 4 plus 39. All right, and then now under our draw, we draw our sprite here, and then we'll say if self.warp ready, then we'll do this. We'll do our warp sprite. We don't care about flips though. And the Y is going to be minus like 10. And then, yeah. So if we go, there we go. But it's staying on because the trigger turns it on. So we should probably add so we'll draw it. Well, I don't want to do that here because what if it skips that logic? I'm trying to think of where we need to set it back at. We either do it at the end of this or at the beginning of the update cycle. See, I don't like this because that means when we're running around like the game doing regular stuff, it's constantly setting it to false. I think I'm gonna do it in the draw cycle. I don't like that. But after we draw it, we're gonna set it to false. Here's the reason why I don't like that. When you're running code in Picotron, there's two halves to a frame. The first half is the update cycle, where it runs all the update code, and it does everything in your update. And then the second half, it does the draw code. So that way you can like calculate where things are, and then you draw it on the screen. Calculate where things are, draw it on the screen. But if you end up taxing the processor too much so that it, if there's like too much stuff in update before it gets to like 50% of the frame or whatever, and then like it'll just like skip the draw cycle, essentially. So it'll finish doing the update stuff, but it'll skip the draw cycle, and that's where you get like frame stutters. Or, you know, if it does the thing where it kicks it down to 30 FPS, which means that it's doing 2 update cycles, like one full cycle of update, and then another cycle of update, and then half draw. Update, 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 half draw. Well, technically it's just update, and then update, draw. And that means you don't want to put like important logic in here, because if this is a frame that ends up getting skipped, then that logic gets skipped. So there could be weird edge cases where if this draw cycle gets skipped, then we're going to start the next update cycle where frame was not set back to false. So it's not recommended. I'm going to do it anyway, though. I'll probably end up moving it later. I don't like it, but it doesn't make sense. I don't know where else to put it, essentially. So let's add a note. And worst case scenarios, like it misses at that one frame, and then it draws the warp for on the like the warp ready signal on the next frame, and then it erases it. You know, it's like, so it's not terrible. I just don't like it. There we go. And then we can do a check, and this is actually going to be better. So we'll do a check in the scene. So in the home scene, let's see here, update home scene, probably down at the bottom of the update home scene. We'll say front door warp. And we'll say for dog in all dog, because that's the table that we're going to look at, do. I don't like this, but we're gonna do it anyway, and then we're going to fix it. So we're gonna loop through the whole table of dogs and see if they're all in. If they're all in it together. All in it together. So we'll say if let's see, how would we need to accumulate them all? We would need like a counter. We'll say local count equals the length of dogs. So that means actually we want the max to be the length of dogs, and then count to be 0. I think we just need the max, but let's go with this for now. Sometimes I just need to get code in place, and then we can figure out where it needs to go. So we'll say if dog dot warp ready. We don't have to say is true because this boils down to is true. Then count plus equals 1. And then we'll say if count is greater than or equal to max, Where is my thing? Oh, I figured I would have copied it. Oh, there it is. Then we'll do init ready scene. Whoops. Sorry about that typo there. Now, I don't like this because it's checking every dog. Like checking the entire table every frame. That's a bit excessive. What I want is like a trigger. So it's like if there's a dog, then start checking all of them. Let's test this first, though. Oh, right, because it's just supposed to be dog. Why is it jumping right in? Should I just say is equal? Why would count be greater than? All right, well, let's see what this does. All right, that one's ready. Okay, and then it warps back. Nice. Now, to get around it doing it the whole time, we'll just check for dog one. Because if they all have to be in there anyway, then dog one has to be in there. So we can just pick dog one as the one to check against. So we'll say if dog one dot warp ready, then we'll loop through them all. And then we could actually tuck this inside of the if statement too, so that we're not constantly checking that stuff unless there's at least one dog in there. So what we can do is like right now the cat's ready, but it's not checking and looping through because there's no reason to, because not all the dogs are in there. But if we're here, then we are checking them. So that's not as great, but at least it's not doing it like all the time. Sure. So it saves us a little bit. There's probably a better way to doing that. I don't know though. And let's make this an inline so it takes up less space. If warp ready, get rid of you. I like inline if statements. We could probably make this whole thing. How does that look inline? No, I do not like that at all. I can't read that at a glance. All right, let's do some stress testing. So we should be able to go up and up. We should go player 1 up and player 2 up. We should be able to go up and down and then up and then down. So there's like no residuals left over. But then they're both nice. Cool. I don't like the exclamation point as like a marker of we're ready, because that doesn't really show readiness to me. Maybe if it was like a like that animation where the dog is like down on his front knees and his back legs are in the air and he's like, you know, kind of ready to play. Like maybe when you walk in there, it does that animation. That could be fun. Because then you're just swapping animations rather than doing exclamation points. But I think that's good enough for now. All right. All right, so that's our home screen. Let's clean up some of this old code. We don't need our update dog stuff because we're already doing that. Particles. Let's just put some to-dos in here. Let's see, interact with objects in the room. Updating the title is currently not doing anything. Konami code, we can just leave that. Debug for enabling save data cheats. Oh, okay. The kitchen door. This needs to just, why is there an M? Oh, M set is the map. This will do unlocks kitchen door with save data is what it does. And Konami code is currently not working. Test. We don't need to test. This is where our actors do stuff. Scroll map. Let's do... that's kind of self-explanatory, but sometimes I like comments to be uniform. I feel like this should be like moved into its own function. Okay. All right, we can move that around somewhere later. Front door warp, that's what we just made. We can actually take this and the count, and move it inside the if statement. Almost did it again. So here's another thing that we might consider is that if I use this warp ready code somewhere else, if I make it like portable for warping through another door, then there could be a situation where a dog is over here ready to warp and a dog is up here ready to warp, and since they're both ready, it'll trigger some sort of warp. So we need to make resistant to being in different doors. All right, when we draw, are we not clearing the screen? Maybe we're clearing the screen out here. We are clearing the screen, and then we draw the scene, and then we do our debugs. What is this? Get sprite 0? Local attributes, sprite attributes, print attributes. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing that. I don't need it anymore. So we're drawing our map, then we're doing our act drawers, particles on top, foreground. Oh, that's why it's not drawing the title, because I actually have that peeled away. There it is. Zoop. And do we need notes? So what these are, these little notes, in the original Poochie Survivors, when certain things would happen, like when I hit save and it like pops a little thing at the bottom that says saved cart, I had a little thing that would like slide up and it would say like the dog you switched to or something like that. We might not need that. There might be better UI to tell that kind of stuff. All right. Init the home scene. Let's see. So we're going to do update. We're going to draw the home. We reset our timer. I don't like this. We don't need to init the dogs anymore because dogs are initted automatically. We do need to load the map, right? Is that under world? Yeah. So we fetch the map, we dump it into the different layers. We get the width, height, set our globals here. Init objects. Actually, I don't need a comment there. Music. This is the carpet, the randomly generated carpet. I kind of like the random carpet, but I mean, it's kind of inconsequential. Clock tick. What is this? And draw the carpet. Unfolding breaks things. I mean, it's doing something. Yeah, it's currently not being used. I don't think unfolding breaks things anymore. Yeah, I think that's done. All right, map A. What is... Okay, this is resetting some globals. We're taking the globals from our last game. So it's like once you finish the last game, you come back home and this like resets that stuff. This should honestly be moved to the game over screen. I'm going to go ahead and move that now. Gameplay, game over. All right, so with this, the game over screen, if we press the A button, then we init. So we're going to dump stuff here. We init the globals from last game. And then we want to init home scene. All right. Draw notes. All right. So what do we want to do next? Update home scene, update title. Ease in. What? Ease in DVS. Local V is missing. DVS. Title Y. I'm willing to bet that was in the game over screen thing. Title Y. That actually should be in the home screen. All right, so map X, map Y, level, experience, minutes, seconds, wallet, D sleep. I don't know what that is. So now when we init this, okay. Let's polish things up a little bit. Let's get rid of the light here. Let's draw some collision. Let's change our song because we're back at game. I'm feeling some N64 Diddy Kong Racing. Wow, started right on WizPig, huh? Well done. Get him, WizPig. They running. They running. Get him. La 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 la. Best song in Diddy Kong Racing. Actually, second best. Best song in Diddy Kong Racing is The Volcano. Amanem ula boca, amalem ula bunga. It's the best one. Aw, I wanted it to loop again. Ew, this soundtrack has fast versions. I don't like the fast versions. I'm gonna delete the fast versions. Yeah, instead of actually like speeding up the music, they just like play a fast version. It's kind of like a cheap trick, which I'm not above doing cheap tricks. Let's see. Fast version, fast Walrus Cove, fast Greenville Windmill Plains, fast Spaceport Alpha. I don't see any more fast ones. Boulder Canyon. Beep 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 boodly boodly boodloo. This game has such good music. Sorry, I'm Hot Top Volcano. That's the one. Okay. All right, we deleted the fast versions. I bet my voice is like way off. All right. Init ready scene. It's the trail dots. So what we should do... Oh! Yeah, let's do something like this. This will be fun. Let's do for dog in all dog do. Dog do. Dog.x plus equals 1. What can we do? Dx plus equals 1. This is the best song. No. Do 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 do. A man named Hula Buddha. A man named Hula Bunga. You can't tell me it says something different. Boom. So we're going to... Oh. We're going to set... This is the init. See, this is what it says. A man named Hula Buddha, a man named Hula Bunga. Cheap tricks get results. Don't underestimate how crunched the development cycle of Diddy Kong Racing could have been. It's true. True. If I've learned anything from Kaze's Mario 64 videos, new one out today, by the way, on the exclamation point box. Very informative. Very good watch. Yeah, there are definitely cheats and tricks and inefficiencies in older games. Even newer games. 100%. But we want the x of our dog to equal negative self dot dog dot width. Can I do that? Yeah, there we go. -1. Didn't really make much of a difference. All right. We don't need to do this. This can all go away. We're starting to get to a place where we can do some fun stuff. And then So I also want them to be vertical. So if we, let's go in here real quick. All right, so I can't see my mouse cursor. So I want the dog in the middle, but if there's more, I want them to spread like up and down in a row with a little bit of an offset. So let's do... minus random 16. And then dog dot y is going to equal... Do I have like an index or like a player number? sprite XY item. No, we do have a player ID. Yeah. And so the player ID player is 1 based and gamepad is 0 based. Okay. So we could say dog dot, what was it? So bad. Gamepad. Equals dot gamepad. I want to say, okay, let's think about this. Where's my little scratch pad? Didn't I have a scratch pad? Oh, that's right. Yeah. If we go to docs, graphics. No. That's right. I moved it out here. Teachy. This is where we scribble. All right. So we have a room. We have a screen that's like, not that. We have a screen like this. And we're going to have some text in the middle that says, enjoy your walk. And then we're going to have, that feels a little louder than the rest. We're going to have the dogs start off screen and go, woo, off screen. But I want each dog to like like this. And then I want them all to go, but like maybe at like different speeds or something, But here's the thing, is I was thinking, what if our pattern, so the easy thing would just be to have our pattern go down. We could just say gamepad 0, right? So we could say like, I don't know, whatever this is, like 50 down, gamepad, 50 plus gamepad times 16. And so that would be here, 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 and here. But could there be a way to like start here and then do the next one here and then do the next one here and then do the next one here and then the next one here, like in an alternating pattern? Could there be like a mathy way to do that? Because then you'd have like, just like the more players you'd have, it would almost be like this little flying V, And that could be like more interesting. So right now we could just say y equals I don't know. What is 480 divided by 2 is 240. Half of 240 is 120. So we could say like 120 plus dog dot height times that. That's way too far. We could do what? Like that. That looks about right. And then down here, could say for dog in all dog do. And maybe I could do dx here. Nope. I'll have to look into that. See? And so we have like a little bit of a randomness right now. Moonwalking, baby. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. So yeah, this is spawning particles. Like if we go up here, I bet this is gonna break. Yeah. I guess we can just go down for now. But I do want to know why they're not moving to... I mean, I'm just moving their X position. I thought DX is what would handle their motion. Like if you can insert DX, it like acts like you're moving them with the controller. Let's see. Self.dx equals this. Oh, maybe it's because we're not doing the dog updates. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. It's because we're not running the update functions. I'm Bumper. Whoa! That's funny. But that means that if we do here... Why is there collision? Does it have a map here? That's interesting. That means we're going to need to unload the map. That's interesting. All right, so why didn't it... Oh, maybe not plus. Maybe we should just say it equals to. No. All right, well, let's try to just keep things simple then. Let's say plus equals 2. And then in our init for the dog, let's say dog.anim. Where's our dog's animations? Walk down. Dog.flip X equals... Which way do we face naturally? Left. So we want it flip x to be true. Oh, whoops. I'm so used to that. Okay, so the reason it's pointing up is because it's accepting controller inputs. So I need to... What? I thought I removed all the fast versions of the songs. I missed some. Oh no, I can't find it. It's okay. It's okay. Where does my dog get its input? Right here. All right. So I could wrap this in an if. If dog dot self dot movable. I don't like that. Let's see. Movement on seems too long. Hey, we already heard that one. Let's see. What do we think? Movable? If no, because it's going to be controller input. It's not necessarily going to be movement. Input is too generic. Enabled. If connected, enabled. Gamepad on is kind of short. Yeah, I like gamepad on. At least for now. Alright, let's add that to the table. Probably down where the gamepad stuff is. Should probably start with it off. So we still want to check for flips. We still want to check for animation stuff, just in case we're moving around. Apply movement to X, Y. Dog dot gamepad on equals false. But during our home init screen, we should init the dogs somewhere. Probably the first thing. Dog.gamepad underscore on equals true. Where are we init all actors? Okay, so yeah, I probably don't want the gamepad as part of the dog init process. Hey, it's Tip Top. They don't init themselves. All right, we can disable the controller input here. So that means when we go into, we can control them here. And when we go in here. What? What? Oh, that's funny. It's moving them, but it's because of the collision. They're colliding with the tiles. That's, I guess, because it was trying to move. I don't know. I don't know what. It was probably doing some weird tile collision thing. Because it was forcing it with an X update. I still wonder why it doesn't respect the DX. Oh. Okay, that's why, because the movement was messing with it before. So that means I should be able to do it just equals to. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Wow, why is that so much? Oh, because I did 12. There we go. What is going on? Like, why are they moving up? Is it the collision? No, it's because I'm holding it on the controller and it freezes that DX in there for the, or the DY actually. So that means I need to do a dog.dx equals 0 and a dog.dy equals 0. Okay, all right. Now we need to unload the map. Let's just load a dummy map. Keep the same code. Let's see. So we have map there, map there. Let's make a map 5. Actually, let's save this file as map. And then that's just an easy way of duplicating it. All right, so we're gonna make this, how big? Actually, could probably just keep it this size. And let's make sure that map 5 is being loaded. How am I loading maps? Oh. Okay. So will this just work? Okay. Nice. Does my map? Okay, yeah, it just pulls the file. Yeah, perfect. Sweet. Look at me. Draw home scene. Okay, so map 5. There we go. And I'm going to add this to 2. There we go. All right, let's do... All right, so clock tick does work. Draw actors, we don't need draw dog, we don't need draw bark, we already figured that all out. Center print, we're not using this center print function anymore. This should be here. There's our center print function. We have a better one now in our lib. It's a text function. Get center. So this accepts a text string. Local string. Okay, it accepts anything and then converts it into a text just to protect. We get the width. We get... oh, center X. Get display width. We've also got get size. All right, so we want to do get center X. Text.get center X. So we're going to take our string. Message equals this. And then we get the center of it, and then we just print the message. At the X. Let's see how that looks. Is that just playing all of them at the same time? That's really loud. There we go. Enjoy your 5-minute walk. Cool. How does that look spaced on the bottom? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm using my fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7. So let's get this up to 32. And I want the Y position to be like 50. I kind of wish I had a little bit more control. Yeah, I'm overthinking it. We'll just go with this for now. And if we go to dogs, let's see if I can connect my Super Nintendo controller to this. And Bluetooth. The switch mode is supposed to be compatible with macOS pretty well. Oh, sorry. Oh, we're getting, oh no, I pushed my system too hard. Oh no. Oh no. Did we freeze up? What? What the heck? Wait, are we back? Okay, I think we're back. Can you guys hear me okay? What the actual heck? Wow, pairing that controller to my MacBook really borked that thing up bad. Like, goodness, like none of my Bluetooth stuff is working. Okay, now my keyboard's working. Holy cow. Are we still, like, we don't have music anymore. My music died. Okay, there we go. Wow. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess too much Bluetooth. Apple doesn't like that. Goodness, I need to. I need a new computer, y'all. Oh. Subscribe and Amazon Prime subscribe and gift subscribe and do all that stuff so that I could get a new computer. Because boy, howdy, does this one not like to do the things that I push it to do. Ugh, gross. I just wanted to connect the controller, y'all. I need more controllers. I need more controllers so that I can test these inputs. Okay, maybe my N64 controller will work if I direct connect it. I know I've done it like a bunch, like connected a whole bunch of controllers, not Bluetooth. No, that one doesn't like to work over USB. Okay, well, we'll have to stress test that some other way with some other controllers. Weird. All right, where were man? That like totally threw me off. Huh. Yeah, that really beefed my mojo. Goodness gracious, it's a minute and 20-second ad? I am so sorry about these ads. Good gravy, those are long ads. Yo, if y'all hang around through 2-minute ads, thank you so much. That means a lot, like, in your character-wise fortitude. Holy cow. That is Twitch, man. Twitch needs to do better. Good gravy. Wow, yeah, this one got me. Okay. Yeah. I think I'm gonna wrap things up. Because that like threw off my rhythm. Scene transition effects, level start scene. We got that kind of working. Gameplay scene. Welcome back. Sorry for that ad break. Holy cow, that was 2 minutes. If you made it that long and are still with me, thank you so much. I super duper appreciate it. I think the ads might be better on YouTube. I don't know. I stream to YouTube, Kick, Rumble, and X. So if you don't want, like, you don't do ads on those platforms, like, you're welcome to follow me there as well. Holy cow. Yeah, that really like snapped me out of my rhythm. And I was planning to shoot for go until around 10 o'clock. I think I'm gonna wrap it up a little early tonight. So let's do our little design doc debrief. Did we do things? What did we fix things on here? Let's see. Enemy collision, nope, we didn't do any of that. Scene, play timer, game over timer, title scene, level up window. We didn't do any of this stuff. But we did get door collision working. We got the level start scene like functional. And that's kind of what I want to do. I want to get everything functional, and then I'm going to go back through and polish stuff. Like right now, I'm not worried that this sign, Poochie Survivors, looks like junk and it comes down on the side. I don't want to make this a final product. I want to get here. You can pick characters. You can go in here. It does the enjoy your walk. Bam, we get into gameplay. If you die, then it goes to the game over screen. We get back. I want like a full game loop. So let's do this. Scene transition effects. Those are going to be secondary. We're going to put that in the to-dos. We want the gameplay scene next. Yeah. So after the start scene, we're going to go into the gameplay. I want the game over scene. Let's see if we can do splash screen, and we can do home screen, and then ready, gameplay, game over. That will be our game loop. I'm doing my thinky face. I think that's it. I think that's it for a full game loop. Yeah. Okay. So next time we stream and do Poochie Survivor stuff, probably just going to be in a couple days. I might stream Monday. I think we're going to do the gameplay scene. I think, let's see, what do we need to do in the gameplay scene? Init gameplay, start music, data. You know what? Let's run through this real quick and see if there's stuff that we need to, like what we would need to touch. Let's go gameplay. So we would hop into here and then go off the screen, bump, gameplay, update dog. So when we init this, we need to init dogs. Init enemies. It didn't crash here. We haven't even looked at the enemies. Oh, so we're just making tables. Yeah, okay. So that's actually okay. No idea what this is. Some save data. All right. And then we update the clock. Okay. Update the dog. Replace that with actors. These are... let's do this real quick. These, I had specific functions for the attacks. So the attacks were like... So it was just a single-player game, right? So it's like if an attack was on, it would just spawn from the dog's position and like do a thing. So these were like, if you have the dig weapon, then it would run, then it would like spawn dig stuff. It would like do digs. And then we would then we would update the attacks. And then update waves. This might actually be wave effects, like circles that like go pew out in a radius. No, these are wave effects, yeah. So actually what we need to do is replace that with the particle system. I'm probably going to need to come up with a whole new enemy wave system. I should probably check out Christian's Lazy Dev tutorial on the advanced shmup that does like different waves with different attack patterns and different things, and think about how enemies work in waves. So there should be like a way to programmatically determine what is in a wave and what patterns enemies should move at and stuff. Like there's a lot of stuff to this. I do have... Okay. Do some research on how enemy waves work. Update bones. These are objects. Probably need to move into particle system or become actors. We can actually fix this here. If actually we can't account for multiple players. You might need to shift to lives system with revival mechanics. This is what Vampire Survivors does. When you die, you turn into like a coffin, and if the other players like get near you for long enough, they can revive you. But then if all the players are coffins, then it's game over. Lives, oops. But this, I can change this to init game over scene. So that's correct. Or minutes equals 11? That's a weird magic number. Okay. Let's go through the draw gameplay scene. Clearing the screen, drawing map. This we need to replace with new maps. Should be actors. Particles. And we can draw our zap. These are attack effects. Bark needs to go away. Draw HP. This is UI elements. And this is sub player attack effects. Super player attack effects, so above and below. And then sub-screen is going to be more UI. Okay, yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see all of what's in there. Very cool. We can close. Actually, we can leave those open. Let's go ahead and commit. Boop. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out. I super duper appreciate it. Thank you for being with me through the ads and through the woes and through all of the woe dudes and through all of the fun stuff. I'm super happy with my Super Nintendo controller. I look forward to playing many, many Super Nintendo games with it in the future. If I can get a little secondary monitor so that my lag isn't as bad, then it'd be super fun to do some who's a what's it's, like some Let's Plays of some Super Nintendo games or stuff. So there might be some of that in the future. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Keep it slow, keep it real. Something cool catch line.